It's gonna come out like I'm not up top. I'm always come out and perform and try to fight, act like I'm fighting for a spot. I won't say act, but I am basically fighting for a spot every day. I treat it like I'm in the NFL basically. It's a job, and I got to maintain that job and keep my role going basically.
And you said kind of acts like you're still fighting for a spot. Is that kind of tying to what Coach Gundy was talking about, being a veteran and practicing hard for the younger players since you are a veteran?
Oh yes, most definitely. You got to continue to perform hard and compete every day so the young guys can see that and see how it's done.
Your status at the beginning last season was not real settled. As the season went on, you became, a primary guy, and by the end of the season, you were, the go-to receiver. Are you looking forward to a year when you enter the year that way? As, a guy that's, this offense is counting on you. You're the bowl game MVP, all those things.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm really excited for this upcoming season. It's big things coming this way, and I'm really excited for the things that I can get done.
You're playing behind him, but you're playing alongside an offensive line that's unbelievable experience. What kind of assurance does that give a receiver or quarterback or whoever? Today you got that kind of offensive line proven in front of you.
Yeah, just as the offense, having a O-line that's super experienced and that's really old and that they can, we know they're comfortable enough to get the job done. That gives time for the running back to create a hole. That's to give time for receivers to run the routes and quarterbacks time to read the defense to find the open spot. So it's really good that we got a super experienced O-line, and we're truly blessed that we got the guys coming back.
It seems like you want to maintain that edge even though you play. Of course, you got a lot of starters back on offense. How do you do that though? How do you keep from being complacent?
Just keep the mindset of like I'm an underdog, like I mentioned. I always got to keep the underdog mindset, and I tell the other receivers that too. You may be a 2, you may be a 3, but always practice like you're an underdog. Every day I wake up, I see a little sign in my room, and it says practice like you in second and play like you in first. So I take that to deep detail and always take that with me everywhere I go.
What exactly does that mean?
You said what?
Practice like you're in second, play like you're in first. What exactly is the difference?
So when you practice like you're in second, you fighting for that first place spot, and then playing like you first, you holding that first place spot, and you always don't want to go back like downwards or anything negative. So you always got to stay positive and find the ways to keep staying in that first place spot.
How do you find? The starters obviously need some depth. Got some young guys there. How do you get those guys going? What do you see some of the guys playing behind them?
A lot of the young guys, they've been making plays this whole fall camp, and even in the summer, we all grind, and then the older guys, we all keep them up to accountability, and we make sure that they keep their head straight and they're focused on the main prize, and that's getting in the game and winning all season, and definitely competing every play. Like somebody asked me earlier, I gotta come out and show them, basically every day and fight for technically a spot or whatever. And that's why I tell them, this is their opportunity every day, and they need to fight for a spot, and they got to come out and show it and compete against the defense.
I was a guy that got mentioned a couple times Saturday. Just kind of what have you seen from him since he's got here?
He shows nothing but effort. He's a good guy, and he definitely can ball. He shocked a lot of people. Nobody really knew what he can bring to the system, but I feel like he caught on real fast. He listens really well, and he works hard. So I'm glad to have him on our team for sure.
You, Brennan, and Dejan, you have a lot of experience between you, but you all play a little different. Obviously, Brennan plays a little bit different, but even you two outside guys play a little bit different. How beneficial can that be when you're giving corners and DBs different looks throughout the year?
I just feel like, with all that type of talent on the field, it's just hard to cover one person. You try to double team one, then you got other 2 guys on either the outside, or you got me, BP, out there, making plays. So, it's going to be hard, try to find what person you got to seal off for the game, because we got 2 other guys out there that can make plays too.
Do you think because Dejan got injured so early last year that he's kind of flying under the radar of all these national things that are happening so far?
Oh, most definitely. And I'm really excited to see what he's going to do this year. He got a lot of anger built up, and a lot of people are not really noticing about anything about him. So I feel like we tell him every day, keep that mindset of like you the underdog, play like it, and he come out at practice and he shows it every day.
I don't know if you were in